Welcome to Auto Foresight. 90 minutes of commuter traffic. Music up. Hand moves left and finds a flat screen. The 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross is one of the best-selling small hybrid SUVs in North America, and Toyota just replaced its most used physical control with a touch interface. The hybrid numbers are genuinely better. The screen is larger. But the question nobody's press drive answered is this: does a car built around daily practicality become less practical the moment you have to tap for volume instead of turning a knob? What else? We are going to discuss the user-reported issues in the coming sections. The Corolla Cross is Toyota's answer to a specific buyer, someone who wants hybrid efficiency without the Prius shape and real cargo space without stepping up to a RAV4. The 2026 model is a facelift, not a full redesign. Toyota has confirmed it sits on the same TNGAC platform, the shared architecture underneath the Corolla sedan, with an unchanged wheelbase of 2,639 millimeters. What changed is the powertrain calibration, the interior layout, and the screen size. The timing matters. Korean and Chinese rivals have been narrowing the price and efficiency gap for 2 years. Toyota's move is not to cut prices, is to make the case that refinement, reliability, and a genuinely smooth hybrid system still earn the premium. The hybrid is where the argument is made. Toyota has confirmed the 2026 hybrid produces 196 horsepower, up from the previous generation, and returns 42 miles per gallon combined. At that efficiency figure, most hybrid Corolla Cross owners will fill up roughly once a fortnight in mixed driving. Edmunds confirms the petrol-only variant manages 32 miles per gallon and 169 horsepower. The gap between the two is wide enough to make the hybrid the more logical choice over a 3-year ownership cycle, and Toyota has confirmed all-wheel drive is standard across every hybrid trim in Canada, the S, SE, and XSE grades all included. The acceleration number from Edmunds, 7.3 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour in the hybrid, is not the story. The story is what happens at 30 kilometers per hour in stop-start traffic, where the electric motor fills in seamlessly before the petrol engine wakes. That transition is where the Corolla Cross feels better than most of its rivals, including the Honda HR-V, which is reported at 152 horsepower with no hybrid option at this price point. There is one figure in the efficiency data worth holding. The hybrid premium across trims is a meaningful cost step up from the base petrol. Whether that gap closes over the ownership period depends entirely on how many kilometers a buyer covers annually. That calculation comes up again in the pricing section. The exterior revision is measured. Toyota has updated the front fascia and lighting, but the overall silhouette is unchanged. For buyers who chose the Corolla Cross specifically because it doesn't announce itself, that is the correct decision. Inside is where the story gets specific. The 10.5-inch touchscreen, up from 8 inches, is confirmed by Toyota's press room, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto across both screen sizes. The optional JBL audio system on XLE brings 9 speakers. The visual upgrade is real. And then there is the knob. Forum discussions in the r/Corolla Cross community, among owners who have taken 2026 LE deliveries, confirm a consistent complaint. The physical volume control from the previous generation is gone, replaced by a touch slider. One thread documented a volume wheel that had become loose before failing entirely, identifying the component transition clearly. Toyota has not publicly responded to this specific point. For buyers who spend significant time in city traffic, hands on wheel, eyes forward, the act of reaching for a screen instead of rotating a knob is a small change that surfaces repeatedly. Is not a malfunction, is a design choice. The second issue is more technical. Members of the same community report a fuel gauge freeze on 2026 LE units, where the dash gauge stops updating and requires a full battery disconnect to reset. This is a forum-level signal, not a confirmed widespread manufacturing defect, but is specific and repeatable enough to be worth flagging for buyers in the early production window. Toyota has not yet confirmed a software fix. Cargo volume is confirmed by Edmunds at 680 liters for the front-wheel drive variant and 609 liters for all-wheel drive, competitive for this segment. The 10.5-inch interface runs Toyota's current software generation. The wireless phone integration works. The The display response is faster than the previous unit. On those measures, the upgrade delivers what Toyota's press room describes. The driver assistance suite, Toyota Safety Sense, is standard across the lineup. Pre-collision warning, lane departure alert, and adaptive cruise are all present. Nothing in the suite is unusual for this segment, and nothing in the research available suggests Toyota changed the calibration from the previous generation. What is unusual is that the ergonomic conversation has become louder than the driver aid conversation among new owners. A driver assistance system activates when something goes wrong. A volume control is used every single journey. Toyota chose to move one of those to a surface that requires a look and a tap. Whether that choice settles in or keeps surfacing depends on how a buyer uses the car, and the forum signal suggests is still surfacing at 30 days for a meaningful number of LE owners. That is the question the hook opened with. The answer is, it depends on the driver, but is not settling quietly. The 2026 Corolla Cross is confirmed for the United States and Canada. Canadian pricing opens at $27,365 for the LE, confirmed by driving.ca. All-wheel drive is standard on every hybrid trim in Canada. United States trim level pricing has not been fully detailed in confirmed sources at this point. Toyota's press room confirms the lineup structure, but has not published final US MSRP figures for every grade. The hybrid premium over the petrol variant is the calculation every buyer will do. At 42 miles per gallon versus 32, the efficiency gap is 10 miles per gallon. A driver covering 20,000 kilometers annually will see the difference in fuel costs within the first 12 months. Over 3 years, the hybrid case closes on its own numbers. Over 2 years with lower annual mileage is closer. The 2026 Corolla Cross facelift is a genuinely better car than the model it replaces. The hybrid numbers are stronger. The screen is larger and faster. The all-wheel drive availability on hybrid trims is a meaningful inclusion for Canadian buyers. None of that is in question. What is also true is that Toyota made a deliberate choice to remove a physical control that daily drivers used without looking and replace is with one that asks for a glance. For someone covering 20 kilometers a day in light traffic with music playing from a phone already connected, that trade-off may never register. For someone spending 90 minutes a day in stop-start commuter conditions, adjusting volume, managing calls, keeping hands on the wheel, is the detail that either fades after a week or stays noticeable at month 6. The owners who have been most vocal are the ones in the second group. Which group you're in is worth knowing before the order is placed.